For more on what's behind China's reaction, we can cross live now to Beijing to speak with our correspondent there, Brian Kubczynski. Hi, Brian. Could you start by telling us a little bit about the reaction you've been hearing from people living on China's northeastern border with North Korea? This isn't the first time they've had to endure nuclear tests on their doorstep, is it?
That's right. There have been reports of buildings shaking, of people running out into the streets, and students cowering in their dormitories. At the time, people thought it was another earthquake, and like I said, students were rushing out into the open, and the Chinese Radiation Authority actually decided to start emergency testing, where there has been no sign of any leakage. However, after things quieted down, it appears that life has more or less gone back to normal in the northeastern region by the border. As you mentioned, this isn't the first time that there have been tests there. It was, though, the most powerful test that has been done. Apparently, though, it was not the most disruptive. In the past, earthquakes like this have been felt there. And in addition, buildings have actually been damaged, and on school days, schools closed down. Some people have actually gone online to express their unease and dissatisfaction with the government. Some locals were saying that the government should have done a better job of safeguarding their security. At the same time, others went online to praise the government's condemnation of North Korea, saying that this is necessary and that North Korea is only doing this to remind the world that it's alive.
And China is historically a diplomatic ally of Pyongyang. Does what we've been hearing this morning mark any meaningful shift in China's rhetoric regarding the North?
This does appear to be the strongest condemnation thus far of Beijing towards North Korea's nuclear activities. It's thus far made a difference, it appears, between missile tests and nuclear tests. Missile tests don't seem to bother it very much, perhaps because they're not targeted at China, whereas nuclear tests often affect China itself. As we just mentioned, the residents in the northeast border regions actually do feel it. So it does seem possible that more sanctions are going to be underway. Some analysts and news reports suggested that that is likely to go through the UN Security Council. Some other analysts have even suggested that China has been kind of holding back intentionally in case of a test like this, so they could pull out more forceful measures. So China does not want to risk anything that might lead to regime collapse or hurt the ordinary people of North Korea. However, it might be now willing to do anything up until that point. At the same time, there was an opinion in the semi-official nationalist tabloid, the Global Times, saying that the key thing for China to do right now is to maintain the security of the Northeast, in particular by enhancing its monitoring capabilities and being able to respond at first notice to any nuclear tests. It mentioned that there haven't been any leaks in the past, but it did seem to place the environmental safety and the safety of the Northeast as the bottom line for China. So it's hard to say what will happen, but we should know soon how far China is willing to go on this.
Brian Kubczynski in Beijing, thank you very much.